Hi everyone, my name is Mark and this is my wife Lisa. We're so excited to be here with you today because we're not just fans of construction toys, we make them. We're the inventors of Qubits building sets, and today we're going to take you on a time-traveling journey through the fascinating world of construction toys. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered who invented the toys you build with? Who came up with blocks, or those snapping bricks, or even the wild, twisty pieces like qubits? Well, today we're going to find out. We'll meet some real inventors from history, see how their ideas shaped the toys we use today, and discover how building things is actually super good for your brain. Sound fun? Great, let's get started. We're going to start way back, before toy stores, before plastic, even before electricity. Imagine kids thousands of years ago playing with whatever they could find. Sticks, stones, even lumps of clay. Those were the original building toys. Nothing fancy, just imagination and hands at work. Now let's jump ahead to the year 1837, when a German teacher named Friedrich Froebel invented something called Froebel's gifts. These were simple sets of wooden blocks, cubes, cylinders, cones, and other shapes. Froebel believed that children learn best through hands-on play, and he called them gifts because he thought learning and creativity were gifts you could give to yourself. These blocks became the foundation of modern education and modern building toys. Then in 1880, another German inventor, Friedrich Richter, introduced something called anchor blocks, or Richter's blocks. These were made from a special mix of sand, chalk, and linseed oil to feel like real stone. They were designed to teach architecture to kids, and they looked like mini versions of real buildings. They were fancy, but they were also the first true architectural toy set on the market. Now we zoom into the early 1900s. In 1901, an English inventor named Frank Hornby came up with a toy called Meccano. This was a whole new level of building. Metal strips, bolts, gears, and wheels you could connect to build cranes, bridges, and vehicles. It was like a mini engineering kit for kids. Hornby didn't start out rich. He actually invented Meccano in his spare time while working as a clerk. Just a few years later, in 1913, a man named Charles H. Pajot from Illinois was watching kids play with pencils and empty spools of thread. That gave him the idea for Tinker Toy, wooden sticks and round spools with holes that you could connect in all directions. He believed that kids could invent amazing things if they just had the right pieces. Turns out he was right. Tinker Toys took off fast. Then came a toy that was close to my heart, Lincoln Logs, invented in 1916 by John Lloyd Wright, the son of famous architect Frank Lloyd Wright. He based the toy on real log cabin construction techniques. I actually got a set of Lincoln Logs for Christmas when I was a kid, and I loved them. I think that set might be one of the reasons I became an architect myself. They were easy to stack and let you build forts, cabins, and anything frontier-themed. Around 1935, a company in the UK called the Premo Rubber Company introduced mini bricks, rubber building bricks that could snap together. They were soft, reusable, and perfect for kids to build little houses with doors and windows. But here's the twist. When Lego's founder, Ole Kirk Christiansen, and his son Godfred were traveling around Europe, they saw mini bricks and other early building sets at toy fairs. These earlier ideas planted the seed for what would later become the Lego brick. Sadly, the inventor of mini bricks didn't end up with the success that Lego found. Mini bricks never made the jump from rubber to plastic, and the company faded out while Lego soared. It's one of those stories in invention history where the idea was there, but the timing or the materials weren't quite right. Still, mini bricks played a huge part in inspiring what came next. And now we get to a big one, Lego. The Lego brick, as we know it, was perfected in 1958 by a Danish carpenter named Ole Kirk Christiansen. He started out making wooden toys, but after a fire destroyed his workshop, he began experimenting with plastic. The interlocking brick system he created changed the world of toys forever. Bright colors, smooth edges, and that click sound when two bricks lock together. Legos let you build anything you could imagine, and they're still just as popular today. Fast forward to 2005, when I had a big idea. After years of loving toys and becoming an architect, I invented Qubits with Lisa. I wanted to create a toy that used triangles, not rectangles like Lego, or round rods like Tinker Toy, but the strongest shape in nature. Qubits are colorful, flexible, and snap together in a unique way that lets you build wild, creative structures. I tested and retested until I got the design just right. No instructions needed, just imagination. Kids have built towers, domes, even moving models with them. That's the power of creative play. Now, after all that history, you might be wondering, why do building toys matter so much? Well, here's the answer. When you play with building toys, you're not just having fun. You're growing your brain. Every time your tower falls and you figure out how to fix it, you're becoming a better problem solver. Every time you make something new from your own ideas, you're building creativity. And if you're working with a friend, that's teamwork and communication, skills you'll use for the rest of your life. And best of all, you get to be the inventor now. That's why I made Qubits, to pass the torch to the next generation of builders, thinkers, and dreamers. All right, ready for the best part? It's time for Build Time with Qubits. If you have Qubit sets with you, let's start building something cool. If not, don't worry. You can sketch your own ideas or even check out our free online builder at qubitstoy.com later on. Grab your pieces or your pencil and let's create something amazing together. What will you build today?